43 here tonight as both teams out with some last-minute warm-ups. Gate City comes in atop the LPD, 11-0, 12-3 overall. Kelly 2-8 and 3-14, and the Blue Devils, the Black Devils, again tonight.
Road black uniforms trimmed in royal blue and white.
This has been the scene of some excellent basketball games in the past.
Oh, no question. We've had some battles with J.J. Kelly, even before we joined the LPD. I guess I should say rejoined the LPD. We played Coach Bentley's teams quite a bit, and there were some good ones. Starting lineups for the Blue Devils have Will Hubbard for Gate City, along with Jesse McMurray at guard. Nate Clark will be the other guard for the Blue Devils. Drew Scott at a forward spot, and Will Humphreys at another forward spot. Of course, Josh Kilgore went down in pregame warm-ups the other night.
And as I walked in, I saw Coach Carter, and I said, "Is it broke?" Of course, he knew exactly what I was talking about. Said, "Nope." That's good.
Yeah, Josh, he's got some crutches here, but he's not anywhere near ready to play, I can tell you. We'll be lucky to have him back in 2 or 3 weeks, really.
John Blake Graham starting for the Indians, 5'10" senior. Isaiah Coomer, 5'9" junior, also starting. As well as Jared Roberts, he's 6'3" senior. Brian Bentley, 6'2" senior. And Keegan Bentley, 6'5", sophomore. Rounds out the starting 5 for the Indians. Of course, we'll be off to Sullivan South tomorrow night. It'll be, 4 games beginning at 3:30. What time the boys' varsity games start is your guess is as good as mine.
I'm guessing between 7:30 and 8 o'clock will be.
Yeah, I guess this one will be between 8:30 and 9. I was just an hour off.
It's between 8:30 and 9 on Saturday morning. We're just going to get home in time to go to South, I think. So we're set to go. It'll be Hubbard and Roberts for the Indians to jump up. Referee Starnes stands in, tosses the ball up. We're underway. Hubbard steals the tip, gets it back to Clark. So Kelly opens up man-to-man defensively. Here's Nate Clark with it. Right side, cross-court pass to McMurray. Now out on top, Scott, right side, Clark. Clark puts it on the floor, drives in, stops, shoots, and is called for traveling.
I got caught in a crowd and came down with a basketball before the shot.
Not really. Here's the pass inbound, thrown away by Hubbard, gets it to Scott, and Hubbard will be fouled, though.
The JV girls contest won by Kelly 35-18. The boys won by Gate City 54-23.
Jarrett Roberts picks up the foul, his first. Long inbounds pass to Hubbard. Hubbard has it, gets it around the lane. McMurray to Scott. Scott has it left side, picks up his dribble, needs help. Somebody comes to him, that's Clark. Clark puts it on the floor, drives down the lane, his shot up good, and he's fouled. Foul on the Indians. John Blake Graham picks up his first. Nate Clark with the bucket, and he'll be trying to complete the three-point play. Two 2-0, just underway. Gate City leading J.J. Kelly.
Well, let's all take our time out here. It's just 9:40.
And now Clark.
Way past my supper time.
Yeah, definitely. Free throw, Nate Clark, no good. Rebound pulled out there by the Indians. With it is Brian Bentley. Bentley had 38 points Tuesday night. Gets it to Roberts. Roberts shot up good. Garrett Roberts takes it to the hole for the bucket. We're tied at 2. Scott has it right side for the Blue Devils. Stolen away. Stolen away by Bentley. Brian Bentley runs the floor. His shot up off the glass, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound coming out of there. Scott for the Blue Devils. 2-on-2. Scott takes it, left baseline, drives, shoots, misses. Goes off of Will Humphreys out of bounds. That'll belong to the Indians. 2-2 the score, 6:55 to go here in the first quarter. Brian Bentley in backcourt. He'll be guarded by McMurray. Bentley across the timeline. Has it. Right side now. Gets it over here to Coomer. Coomer to Graham. Tries to get it to Bentley. Goes by Bentley. Coomer catches it. And he has it. 5-second count on. And Scott will be called. Nope. He's going to be away from the ball. The illegal screen's going to be called on Brian Bentley. Foul on Bentley will be his first. That's already the team's third. We've played a minute and a half here and tied at 2. So Gate City will have Nate Clark. He'll be picked up by Graham when he crosses the midcourt line. Gets it down low to Hubbard. Backdoor cut. Hubbard up. Good foul.
Yeah, great assist. Great feed by Clark.
31, that is Keegan Bentley picks up the foul. Foul on Keegan Bentley, his first. Free throw, Hubbard, no good. Rebound pulled out of there, Bentley. So Brian Bentley for the Indians with it, right side, picks up his dribble, needs help. That's Coomer, comes to it, now Graham. Graham drops it, now center stripe with it, gets it to Bentley. Bentley drives down right of the lane, stops, he too travels. And there'll be a turnover to the Blue Devils. Drew Scott checks out, Marquis step in, Nathan Dotson in for Isaiah Coomer. Logan Bateman checks in for Jesse McMurray. So Gate City leading 4-2 with the ball. Have Nate Clark. Gets it right side, Will Humphreys. Humphreys double team there. Gets it along the baseline. Clark leaves it off for Bateman. Shot up good.
Another great feed by Nate.
6-2 the score. Here's the ball inbounds to Bentley, and Bentley has it go off his hands out of bounds. Nope. I'm going to say it went off Bateman out of bounds. 6-2 the score. Gate City leads. 5:37 to go here in the first quarter. The Indians with it in backcourt. Jarrett Roberts gets it into Dotson. Back to Roberts. Roberts started out on the floor by Hubbard. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Brian Bentley. Bentley drives along the baseline. Cut off there by Clark. The ball goes off Clark out of bounds. Contact. Clark with a position. No call.
Yeah, that was off close to being a charge there.
Pretty much. On the inbounds is Brian Bentley. Long pass in to Dotson. Dotson stands near the timeline with it now. Dribbles between the rings. Left side with it, Brian Bentley. Bentley puts it on the floor. His shot up along the baseline, no good. Hubbard rips it out there for the Blue Devils, and he's shoved and fouled by Jarrett Roberts, who picks up his second foul.
Five 11 to go. First quarter, 6-2 Gate City.
And the Blue Devils, Nate Clark has it head of the key. Now circles right side, gets it right corner Humphreys. Humphreys back to Hubbard, rips it around now between the rings. That's E-step. Right side Hubbard. Hubbard puts it on the floor, back to E-step. E-step shoved by Brian Bentley. And Brian Bentley picks up his second. I thought referee Bishop had swallowed the pee out of his whistle there for a minute. I mean, pretty obvious. Derek Smith, Luke Humphreys, Jesse McMurray into the lineup, joining Mark E-step and Logan Bateman. 6-2, Gate City leads, 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. Jesse McMurray will throw it in, right of his own bucket. Hits it in to Luke Humphreys. Luke's turnaround shot, no good. Rebound Bentley for the Indians. Brian Bentley with it, guarded by Bateman. Bentley gets it over here to Dotson, left side, hounded there by Smith. Dotson puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble now, needs help, gets it to Bentley. Bentley stops, shoots, misses, fouled. Foul will be on Derek Smith. Foul on Derek will be his first. That'll be the team's first. Non-shooting foul. So it'll be the Indians with the ball. Brian Bentley throws it in to Dotson. Dotson has it, picks up his dribble, needs help, 5-second count on. Hands it to Graham. Graham with it, center circle. Kelly just can't get any offense at all. Going to have a timeout. Timeout on the floor. J.J. Kelly, 6-2, Gate City leads. We'll be back. The basketball out of the timeout. Dotson now for the Indians has it in backcourt. Across the timeline, guarded, picked up there by Smith, and he traveled.
Big time right out in the middle of the court.
Another turnover. Gate City will have it. Jesse McMurray, Marquis Step, Logan Bateman, Luke Humphreys, and Derek Smith on the floor for Gate City. So it puts McMurray at the point, has it right side, right baseline. His jumper up, no good. He step fights for the rebound, tips it over to McMurray. A little runner from in front, again, no good. Rebound pulled out of there, Brian Bentley for the Indians. Bentley long, passing front court to Dotson. Tipped by Smith, ball on the floor. Who comes out there with it? It's the Indians. Indians have it with Graham, back to Bentley. Stops, pops a three, shot good. Brian Bentley for three, and it's 6-5. Smith with it between the rings for Gate City. Gets it over here to Bateman. Bateman gets it to McMurray. McMurray right of the lane, double team, hounded, ball on the floor. Coming out there with it, Luke Humphreys with the garbage bucket. Off the glass, ball rolled right to him. And in the bottom of the bucket it goes. 8-5, Gate City leads. 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. Bentley has it in front court. Bentley drives down. His jumper from in front, good. Little three-footer. Got to cut him off, don't allow the penetration. Here's Derek Smith open for the three. Shot no good. Rebound. Smith follows his own shot, gets a hand on it. Luke Humphreys has it. Humphreys gets it along the baseline. He steps, shot up, no good. Block called, and I believe that's Brian Bentley. And if it is, it's his third. And I can tell you, J.J. Kelly cannot afford to lose him. And that is Bentley's third foul.
And they're going to leave him in?
I don't know that they have a lot of choice. Free throw up by Eastep, no good. So the Blue Devils over 3 from the free throw line, leading 8-7. And everybody trying to match up with the substitutions.
Coach McCamus will take Bentley out and put in Blevins. Drew Scott set to check in for Gate City.
Also Charles Smith for Kelly. Eastep free throw good.
Wright checks in for the Indians, and for Kagan Bentley.
And what have we got? Something on the floor. Referee Starnes stops play. Find out what that is.
And he wants a towel, I believe.
Yep. So to make a long night longer, we'll do janitorial duty. 9-7, Gate City leads, 2:38 to go here in the first quarter. I'm not real sure, but this is going to take a while.
All night.
Nearing 10 o'clock, I'm sure. And we're still in the first quarter.
And boy, do we have an offensive shootout here. 9-7. Gate City, 2:38 to go first quarter.
And finally, we're set to go. It'll be Jarrett Roberts to throw it in. Gets it in to Coomer, back to Roberts, and Roberts will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Hubbard. Gets it over to Dotson. Dotson dribbles it off his foot, out of bounds.
Fourth turnover for the Indians. Gate City with 2.
So the score remains 9-7, 2:20 to go. First quarter, Gate City has Nate Clark. Clark gets it over to Scott, left corner, open for the 3 shot, good. Drew Scott nails a 3. It's 12-7, Gate City. Dotson, Nathan Dotson now gets it over to, that's Coomer. Back to Graham. Graham has it and throws it away. Did Smith touch it?
Yeah, did he?
Yes, he did.
Chuck Starnes right there on the spot to make the call.
Keegan Bentley checks into the lineup for Charles Smith. Will Humphreys, Jesse McMurray in.
For Smith and Luke.
And we're set to go with Dotson the inbounds. Gate City leading 12-7, 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Jarrett Roberts drives, stops.
Hey.
And the foul will be called, I believe. The foul will
That looked like a good block to me.
On Will Hubbard. Well, we don't have a whistle. So, going to the line shooting 2 will be Jarrett Roberts.
I'm about to buy one.
Roberts, free throw on the way, and good. Cuts Gate City's lead to 4 at 12-8. 1:53 to go here in the first quarter.
Coach Godsey would like to have a whistle in the girls' game.
I think a stick is what he did a time or two. He was rightfully so upset a time or two. Hubbard for Gate City gets it over to Scott. Scott has it out at the mid-court circle. Gets it to McMurray. McMurray, right side. Can't shoot. Now swinging around left side. That's Clark. Clark circles back between the rings. Now drives down right off a screen by Will Humphreys.
Nice screen.
Clark for the layup, good. 14-9.
And a nice quick move by Nate.
Dotson for the Indians. Running the point now. Gets it over to Graham. Lobs it to Roberts. Drives down the lane, shot up. No good. Bodies on the floor. Foul called on the Blue Devils.
And we've got Scott and Will down.
And a foul will be on Drew Scott. His first, team's third. 2 shots for Jarrett Roberts. 1:11 to go.
Indians
First
coach
quarter.
McCamus, wisely advised by Dave Bentley. If anybody around here knows basketball, it's Coach Bentley.
Well, he's coached it quite a while. Bentley's first free throw, make that Roberts' first free throw no good. His second one on the way is good. 14-10, 1:11 to go first quarter. Gate City with the lead and the basketball. Nate Clark, Hubbard swinging around now to McMurray between the rings. Right side Clark puts it on the floor. His baseline jumper, no good. Hubbard catches it. His putback, no good. Humphreys fights for the rebound, and it'll go off of Humphreys, but the foul's going to be on
31?
No, Will Humphreys. Pull stand.
Oh, we got that on film, too.
Yeah, there's a long pass, attempt at a long pass. Can't get it off as Hubbard tips it away. We've got a timeout. Timeout on the floor by the Kelly Indians. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah.
Whoops, we're on top of each other again. J.J. Kelly with the basketball. After 7 or 8 seconds, they get it inbounds. Bentley has it. Brian Bentley's checked back in. He drives all the way down. Stop, shoot, score. Brian Bentley with his 7 points, 14-12. Gate City leads with the basketball, 40 seconds to go. Scott has it for Gate City. Scott gets it over to Clark. Clark penetrates into the lane, and it's kicked out of bounds by the Indians. It'll belong to the Blue Devils. Checking in the lineup, Wheatley. Bobby Wheatley. Jarrett Roberts checks out. Brian Bentley also out. Charles Smith in. 33 seconds to go, first quarter. Gate City will have the ball side front court with Hubbard to work it in. Gets it in over here to Clark. Clark to Hubbard, right side. Hubbard puts it on the floor, and he's shoved and fouled by Charles Smith, and that's the 9th team foul.
So the Indians doing a good job to hang in there. Only 2 down. Gate City beat Kelly on the 16th of January, 98-39 at home. But of late, the teams that Gate City blew out earlier in the season have been tougher contests.
Yeah, but now, that first meeting with J.J. Kelly, the game was pretty close through the first quarter and a half. Free throw, Hubbard, no good. Rebound coming out of there with it, Kelly. 25 seconds to go for first quarter. Brian Bentley guarded by Estep. Bentley drives, stops, shoots off the glass, no good. Long rebound comes out to Dotson. Dotson hits it over to Coomer. Now to Bentley. Want to hold it for one. Bentley will take it one-on-one. Offensive foul, Brian Bentley. That's his 4th. Good defense by Estep, and then a technical foul called on Coach Dave Bentley. Brian Bentley's picked up his 4th foul here in the first quarter. So, Jesse McMurray will be at the line for the Blue Devils. He'll be shooting 2.
Dave Bentley wants an explanation on the foul.
Yeah, that's who the technical foul was on. And he got an explanation
official
for it.
Starnes gave him the explanation, and then Coach Bentley with another word, and official Starnes turned and looked like one more word. And there comes another one.
So, McMurray, free throw, good. Free throw, McMurray, no good. So Jesse hits 1 out of 2. It's 15-12. Gate City leads. 9 seconds to go. First quarter, 15-12 the score. Blue Devils in the lead, but the Indians have their best.
And we are calling a officer of the law.
For what reason? Over on the Kelly sideline. And I believe we're going to have somebody escorted out as official Starnes. And the officer steps in. Best thing that guy can do is keep his mouth shut, watch the ball game. It'll be Gate City's basketball once the person's escorted from the gym. So the Blue Devils have it. Nate Clark on the inbounds, gets it into McMurray.
That's a little more excitement than we needed here tonight.
Yeah, it's uncalled for. Clark has it, gets it right side, his jumper up and is good. As the first quarter comes to an end, it's 17-12. Gate City leads. We'll be back in 1 minute. Set to begin the second quarter. J.J. Kelly has the basketball, trailing by 5, 17-12. Dotson has trouble getting it in. Finally gets it in to Coomer. Second quarter underway. Dotson with it. Out on the floor. Has it. Now foul line. Back over here to Graham. Graham gets it to Dotson. Dotson drives along the baseline. Runs over Humphrey. Offensive foul called on Nathan Dotson. And that's a good call. I mean, that's the correct call. So the ball goes to the Blue Devils. 7:40 to go here in the first half, leading 17-12. Clark has it. Right side to Humphries. Humphries back to McMurray. McMurray drives to the bucket. Misses. No good. East step. And an Indian tie up the rebound. Possession error to the Blue Devils. So Gate City will have Nate Clark to inbound. Clark with it. Looks. Gets it unload to Humphries. Gets off of his hands. He slips and falls. Running it down in the corner is Bentley. Keegan Bentley has it. Gets it to Roberts. Roberts drives along the baseline. Shot up, no good. McMurray with a rebound. McMurray the other way with it. This game's going to get real rough. Clark has it. Right side. Derek Smith open for the three. Good. Derek Smith for three. It's 20-12. Gate City leads. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Dotson gets it over right side. That's Graham. Graham hounded there by Clark. Works it back to Roberts. Roberts along the baseline. Stripped away. Stolen away. Ball on the floor. Coming out there with it. Humphries for the Blue Devils. Gets it ahead to E-Step. E-Step will be called for carrying the basketball. So a turnover to the Indians. Will Hubbard in for Will Humphries. 20-12. Gate City leads. 6:37 to go here in the first half. So the Indians with it. That's Dotson. Dotson on the inbounds. Has it. Drives right side. Leaves it off for Graham. Launches a three. No good. Rebound Smith for the Blue Devils. Smith gets it over to Clark. Clark has it right side. He's grabbed and fouled by Graham. John Blake Graham picks up his second. Nate Clark will go to the line. He'll be shooting two.
Girls game won here tonight by J.J. Kelly, 56-45. As the Lady Devils fall to a second place tie.
Nate Clark's first free throw good, extending Gate City's lead to 21-12.
Indians yet to score here in the second quarter.
Marquis Step checks out. Luke Humphries in. Drew Scott waiting to replace Nate Clark if he hits the free throw, which he does. Clark out, Scott in. So it's Scott, Hubbard, Luke Humphries, Jesse McMurray, Derek Smith on the floor for the Blue Devils. Gate City leads by 10. 6:24 to go here in the first half. Dotson gets it to Roberts. Garrett Roberts across the timeline, has it behind the back dribble, drives in. Shot up good by Garrett Roberts. Might have dropped his shoulder a little.
Yeah, and knocked down Luke Humphries.
22-14 foul will be called. Reaching from behind, Nathan Dotson reaching around Hubbard. Dotson picks up his second. I said reaching around Hubbard. I meant to say Luke Humphries. So Luke Humphries will be shooting two. 6:07 to go first half. 22-14. Humphries left hands it up there. Good. (23-14). Luke second. No good. Dotson runs the rebound down in the corner. And he'll bring it in front court. Picked up there by Derek Smith. With it left side to Coomer. Coomer has it. 5 second count on. Gotta be 5. Gets it over to Roberts. Roberts leaves it off down low for Graham. Loses possession of it. McMurray catches it for Gate City. McMurray has it behind the back dribble in front court. Long 3 shot. Missed everything. Scott tries to save it, but can only pin it against the out of bounds, against the wall actually. So it goes over to the Indians, trailing 23-14. Dotson to Jarrett Roberts. Roberts guarded by Luke Humphreys. Has it across the timeline, right side. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Dotson, broken up by Smith. Ball in backcourt. Roberts chases it down. Timeout. Timeout on the floor. J.J. Kelly Indians, they trail 23-14. Back at J.J. Kelly. Gate City leads 23-14, 5:25 to go first half. Roberts has it on the inbounds. Across the center circle, loses possession of the ball. Ball on the floor. People on the floor. Bodies, 5. Half the players on the floor on the ground after that. Going to have a held ball. Possession error goes to the Indians. I would think it'd be an understatement to say it was a little ragged out there. So the Indians will have it side front court. The inbounds will be Nathan Dotson. Dotson looks, gets it into Graham. Graham back to Dotson, has it in front court. Over to Roberts. Roberts with it, puts it on the floor, loses possession, so he'll just shoot a 15-footer, no good. Goes off the Blue Devils out of bounds. On the rebound, Hubbard and Scott there. But the Indians will have it. 5:04 to go here in the first half. Gate City leading 23-14. Nathan Dotson to throw it in. Will Humphreys into the lineup. Zach Jones checking in. Will Hubbard out, and Luke Humphreys will check out. So, now, with that done, Dotson throws it in here to Wheatley. Wheatley swings it around now. Left side, that's Dotson. Dotson back to Graham. Graham will launch a 3-shot. Graham short. Saves back in. Ball goes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Nate Clark. So, the Indians another try. 23-14. Gate City leads. 4:48 to go here in the first half of an ever-lengthening game. Dotson lobs it in here to Wheatley. Gets it around the horn to Dotson. Dotson circles, and he'll take it to the bucket and kick off for travel. Brian Bentley, 4 first-quarter fouls for J.J. Kelly, and they're really struggling to get any offense at all going without Bentley on the floor. Nate Clark for Gate City has it between the rings. Guarded by Graham. Gets it over left corner. Scott. Scott's baseline jumper up. No good. Rebound Zach Jones. Put back, blocked away. And it'll belong to the Blue Devils as it goes out of bounds. Isaiah Coomer checks in for Graham for the Indians. Clark on the inbounds to Humphreys. To McMurray. Back in the corner to Clark. Clark puts it on the floor. Penetrates. Leaves it off down low. Will Humphreys, and going to have a foul on the floor. And that was so quick, I have no idea. I think number 20. And that's 3 on Jarrett Roberts. The 2 leading scorers, one with 4 fouls, one with 3 fouls, and we still have 4:17 to go here in the first half. Will Humphreys shooting 2 for the Blue Devils. Free throw up, no good.
Bateman checks in for McMurray.
It's the 13th foul called on the Indians here in a quarter and a half. Will Humphreys, second free throw. Again, no good. Scott had a hand on it. Dotson comes out there with it for the Indians. Dotson has it, head of the key. Now over to Coomer. Coomer has it. He's going to be trapped now, and he's in a world of trouble. Gets it over to Wheatley. Wheatley with it, takes it to the hole, shot up, no good, foul call. Foul will be on Nate Clark. Foul on Clark, his first, team's 5th. And the Indians will have Bobby Wheatley at the line shooting 2.
He stepped to check in here momentarily.
Free throw, Wheatley, no good.
For Scott.
Second free throw, Wheatley is 2, no good. Jones has a hand on the rebound. We'll see who the whistle's on. It's on the Indians. And it'll be on 31. That's Keegan Bentley, his second. And the Blue Devils will have Will Humphreys at the line shooting 2. Blue Devils not shooting their free throws too good tonight.
Got a little moisture on the basketball. Official guy to fix that.
Only 5 of 13 from the free throw line. Leading by 9, 23-14. 3:57 to go. First half. So Will Humphreys, free throw up. 5 of 14, no good.
Not moving right along. Here we go. 23-14, Gate City on top.
Will Humphreys set for his second free throw, which is up and good. 24-14 equals Gate City's biggest lead at 10. 3:50 to go first half. Dotson gets it over to Coomer. Coomer has it. Drives around Clark. Drives to the hole. Shot up, no good. He's fouled by Zach Jones. Foul on Zach's his first. Team 6. Now put Isaiah Coomer at the line. He'll be shooting 2. And we're up to 20 fouls now called in the first half. Free throw up and good by Coomer.
Smith in for Jones for Gate City.
Second free throw, Coomer, no good. Rebound, Smith.
Got smacked in the nose.
Gets it to Graham. Graham to Dotson. Dotson guarded by E-Step. Picks up his dribble. He'll go ahead and shoot it off the glass for 2. Mason Dotson with the field goal. 24-17. 3:20 to go first half. E-Step has it. Gets it to Humphreys. Down low Bateman. Goes off in his hand. Coming out there with it, Smith. And Bateman will pick up the foul. And a technical foul will be called on Logan Bateman.
And Bateman says, I didn't say nothing.
And Coach Vermillion. Coach Vermillion, I mean, just 10 feet here in front of us, asked the official, what did he say? And if I read his lips, he said, I don't know. Or I'm not sure. So that's what he said. But the foul on Logan will be his first, the technical second. And the Indians will have somebody going to the line. They'll be shooting a couple of free throws. So we've had 2 technicals, a fan ejected, 22 fouls now. And we still have 3:17 to go in the first half. Somebody better get the biscuits to cooking. That's all I can say, because we're going to be late for breakfast at this rate.
Yeah, the first game started tonight at 5 o'clock. Gate City lost the girls JV. Won the boys. Lost the varsity girls game.
Okay, now shooting the 1-and-1 will be Charles Smith. Free throw Smith, no good. Now that's the 1-and-1. Is he going to shoot the technicals? I don't think so.
Dotson. Dotson, no, Bentley.
Yeah, Brian Bentley just checks into the lineup here. And he'll be the one shooting the technical. It's a pretty good move to get him in the game there. So Brian Bentley shooting 2 free throws. First is no good. So Bentley with his second, it is good. 24-18 the score. Bentley will check right back out. Wheatley in. 24-18, Gate City leads. 3:17 to go here in the first half. Smith on the inbounds, hands it over to Dotson. Let's see what happens next.
It could be anything.
Dotson has it, gets it to Smith, right of the lane. Smith double dribbles, gets it over to Wheatley. His shot for 3, no good. Rebound, Smith had a hand on it, goes off of his hands, out of bounds. It belongs to the Indians.
Derek in great position for that rebound.
Yeah, what it was, he shot it off the 2/3 off the top of the backboard, and it come down so quickly, Derek just didn't have a chance to catch it. Smith gets it to Dotson. Dotson picks up his dribble. Now he'll need somebody to come to him. That's Roberts. Roberts has it. Gets it over right side. Dotson open for the 3. Shot short. Roberts catches it. His putback no good, but he's fouled. Derek Smith picks up the foul. That'll be Derek's second. And Jarrett Roberts will go to the line. He'll be shooting 2. Roberts free throw, good. Roberts has 8 points. Brian Bentley 8 points. That's 16 of the 19. Brian Bentley has 4 fouls. Jarrett Roberts has 3. If they foul out, who's going to score?
Nobody.
Yeah, they are by far their 2 leading scorers. The chances of them making it to the end are slim with 2:44 to go in the first half. Free throw up, no good, and what else? We have another whistle.
They're going to call it on Luke Humphrey.
Well, they're going to say he was in the lane early. Humphreys in the lane early off the miss by Roberts. Roberts will get the opportunity to shoot again. Free throw up, and no good. Rebound pulled out of Hubbard for the Blue Devils. Hubbard gets it to Clark, and he walks. Checking into the lineup is Keegan Bentley. I caught a white blur out of the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking the lady on the other side one more step and we'd had another ejection because she was just about out on the floor. This is ugly. The Indians on the inbounds finally get it in to Coomer. Coomer has it across the timeline, gets it left side Dotson. Dotson picks up his dribble, gets it down low to Bentley. Ball stolen away by the Blue Devils. With it, Nate Clark, 24-19 the score. Gate City leads, 2:18 to go first half. Clark has it. Head of the key, puts it on the floor, left side Luke Humphreys. Luke drives in the lane, gets it to Hubbard, stops right of the lane, 12-footer, no good. Rebound coming out there, Jarrett Roberts for the Indians. Roberts hands it over to Dotson. Gets a play from Coach McAmis, and now he'll go across the timeline, has it right side, head of the key, off the screen, and we're going to have an offensive foul call on Nathan Dotson.
Nate Clark in there to draw the foul.
And that's 3 on Dotson. And the score remains 24-19. I don't know how long it's been that, but it's been there a while.
Gate City led 20-12. A 7-4 run by the Indians.
So the Devils with it, and Nate Clark, head of the key. McMurray puts it on the floor, stops box, 15-footer good. Jesse McMurray with his first field goal of the night. He had 30 the first time these two teams play. Smith on the inbounds, gets it into Dotson. Dotson has it up the right side. Off a screen by Wheatley. Now picks up his dribble, guarded by Scott. Somebody's got to come to him. He just throws it. It ends up on the floor. Stolen away Scott. Scott with it for the Blue Devils. Gets it over to McMurray. Open for the three. Shot good. No, two. Said a foot was on the line. So McMurray with two. The Blue Devils extend their lead back to 10. Dotson has it. He's fouled by Drew Scott. Foul on Drew is number 2. And it'll be 2 shots for Nathan Dotson, as that's the 10th team foul on the Blue Devils. Free throw up by Dotson, no good. Marquis step checks in for Drew Scott. Dotson's second free throw, no good. Rebound Hubbard. And a foul call. Foul will be called on 42, Charles Smith, his second. Will Hubbard will be shooting 2 now for Gate City. 28-19, Gate City leads. 60 seconds to go. First half. Free throw Hubbard is good.
Timeout Gate City. Back in a minute.
The timeout. Gate City leads 29-19. Will Hubbard will have his second of 2 free throws.
I had no idea when I came here tonight I wouldn't get home till tomorrow.
Free throw up by Hubbard, good. 30-19. Now Gate City full court pressure. Here comes the trap. Dotson in backcourt. And Roberts takes it away from Dotson and brings it across the timeline. Brian Bentley standing out of bounds.
Steps on that thin red line.
So turnover to the Blue Devils. Jesse McMurray will throw it in. McMurray gets it into Nate Clark. Nate gets some instructions from Coach Vermillion and has it now between the rings. Gets it to McMurray, and McMurray will be fouled on his way to the bucket. Gee, that's a surprise. 42, Smith picks up his third. And long ago, I've lost count of how many team fouls that is on Kelly, but it is a bunch. Jesse McMurray shooting 2. First is good.
Ooh, and they're going to send Brian Bentley back in with 4 fouls.
Yeah, he was the one that stepped out of bounds over there, and then they brought him out, put him back for the offense, I suppose. McMurray's second toss on the way. It is good. 32-19. And, oh, what else would we do without a whistle? Now what? And the sideline violation on the blue team, as Will Hubbard, guarding the inbounder, came down. When he jumped, he came down out of bounds. So Brian Bentley to throw it in, or at least he'll try. He gets it into Graham. Now Bentley with it, across the timeline, has it right side. He better watch the drive. We're going to have a foul called on Jesse McMurray. Foul on McMurray's his first, and that'll put Brian Bentley at the line. He'll be shooting 2. Bentley has to be careful when he takes off into the lane.
To attack down the lane, that's risky.
So Brian Bentley shooting 2. Free throw up, no good. Score remains 32-19, 36 seconds to go here. First half, Bentley's second free throw is good. Bentley checks out of the lineup. And the Blue Devils have it with 30 seconds to go, leading by 12 here in the first half. I know this is not we still have another half of this. It's not near over yet. E-Step has it to McMurray. McMurray gets it over to Clark. 18 seconds. Gate City will hold it for the final shot, leading by 12. Final shot of the half. He stepped with it between the rings, tosses it back over to Clark. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. The play will start now. Here's Clark, drives down, stops, shoots from in front, and scores. 1 second. Shot from backcourt hits the rafters. And thankfully, the first half is over. Gate City leads the J.J. Kelly Indians 34-20.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Music, and I'm a junior at Gate City High School. The Gate City High School girls and boys basketball teams would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of the efforts of GCTV. Jardy Brothers Chevrolet, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Fairway Ford Volkswagen, Jackson Street Formals, Law Office of Jeffrey Hamilton, Mark's Hardware, Scott County Long Distance, State Line Graphics, and Weber City Drug Center.
The Gate City High School Sportsman Banquet, honoring the 2003 State Championship Gate City High School football team, will be held on Sunday, February the 29th at the Meadowview Conference Center beginning at 2 p.m. Tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children ages 6 to 12. Tickets are available at the Gate City High School office. They ask that you please purchase your tickets by February 24th. The football highlight tape 2003 of Football Odyssey can still be ordered by calling the Gate City High School office at 386-7522. VHS and DVD formats are both available. Copies of any game can also be ordered by calling the high school office. Proceeds from the sale of all copies will go back into production efforts of GCTV.
Yes, we're set to start the second half of play. And we'll see if we can get this in before midnight.
It'll be a stretch, but I believe we can do it. So the Blue Devils have it. Will Hubbard throws it in to Nate Clark. Gate City leads by 14, 34-20. Clark gets it over to Scott. Scott drives left baseline, back to McMurray. Over to Clark. Clark has it between the rings, now left side Scott. Scott with it, drives into the lane, leaves it off for Will Humphrey. Shot up, no good. Offensive foul call on Will Humphrey.
Smith draws the charge.
Foul on Will will be his second. And the Indians now with it against full court pressure by the Blue Devils. Dotson has it. He's going to be trapped. You could see that coming. Now swing it over to Coomer. Still not in front court. Coomer gets it back to Roberts. Now in front court with it's Dotson. Dotson has it right side. That's Graham. Graham with it, and he throws it across the floor, and it goes out of bounds off the Indians. So turnover to Gate City.
That's the 11th turnover for the Indians. Gate City with 7.
And the Devils leading by 14, 7 minutes to go, third quarter, have it. Nate Clark puts it on the floor, takes it right baseline to Hubbard, now to Scott. Scott has it right side Clark. Clark puts it on the floor, penetrates, and it goes out of bounds off the Indians. Tipped away, it'll belong to Gate City.
Off Dotson, out of bounds.
So on the inbounds, McMurray gets it to Scott. Now swinging around here between the rings, Clark back to McMurray. McMurray gets it back to Clark. Clark thought about the three, instead penetrates, gets it off to Will Humphreys. Humphreys misses shot, put back by Humphreys, no good. Rebound finally pulled out of there by Roberts for the Indians. Roberts gets it to Dotson. Dotson has it, front court. Leaves it off for Roberts, right of the lane. Roberts into the lane, shot up, no good, he's fouled. Will Hubbard picks up the foul for Gate City. Foul on Will's his second, team second.